Good evening and welcome to another edition of Kim's Corner. I'm Kim Brown, your host, and today I'm with Curtis Mincey. I'm at the home of Curtis Mincey today, and we're going to do our little chit-chat segment because it's been a while since we've had this segment, so I'm relaxed.
Yeah, me too. If I go to sleep on it, don't mind. Actually, you're in my spot. Just want to let you know.
Oh, okay.
But welcome to my humble abode, and I just want to say something. Shout out to Mom. Hi. Okay, I heard your mom was requesting me, but hey, how you doing?
I'm good, Curtis. How are you?
Hey, you know what? Sad news. My father passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, you were just telling me that. Yeah, I didn't know you had my condolences.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I know how it is to lose a loved one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know we can relate on that level.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that sudden, but it's still the loss is a loss. It's a family member. Somebody that you love, and somebody that you care for. But I believe he's with the Lord now. So hallelujah. No more pain, no more suffering. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all good.
So what else has been going on?
Well,
anything interesting in the news? You've heard anything in the news?
Well, yeah, I tell you what, you told me about something that I had no idea was really happening.
Curtis, I don't know how you didn't hear.
You know what? Because I don't watch the news that much, and I have been so busy. After when my father died, and I was put in charge of everything, so I was in and out the house, out the house.
So you just lose track. You do. You lose track of what's going on.
Yeah, so I didn't even care about the news. I wasn't even worried about it. But you told me something. Ex-mayor Sharp James, who I don't think he was mayor of Newark when I moved here. Maybe when I was living in Brooklyn, but. I heard he got robbed. I was like, dude, how do you rob the ex-mayor? But then that's what happens when you hang out in the hood. But I'm just going to leave that alone.
No, well, I don't know. Well, that person had to be really not too smart to not know that was the former mayor, Sharp James. And it was funny they had it on the news.
Hey, it's another kid. It's another kid that doesn't watch the news. Shame on you, young man.
See, he would have known. But somebody told me, I don't know whether it's true or not. Somebody told me that the kid who did it, that his father had pictures of him in Sharp in the house. And I don't know how true that was. But they told me today it was pictures of Sharp and this guy's father. His father had him all, in the house. So I don't really know how true. I don't have any validation for that. But that's what somebody told me. But yeah, that was interesting. And they had Sharp on the news last weekend. He said he thought somebody was joking with him, pulling them from behind, just joking with him. Because, Sharp was... when he was a mayor in North, you didn't know. No, he was very approachable.
Okay.
You could go to City Hall.
That means I can't be a mayor because I'm not approachable. Let me stop playing.
You could go there and, you say, I want to see Sharp. If he was on the phone or whatever, they was like, just sit here 15 minutes when he got off the phone or whatever. He would see you. So at that time, City Hall seemed to be a more... friendly environment, especially to the citizens of North. Okay. You always felt more welcome there when he was in office. Okay. Because he was a people's person. He was a people's mayor. He was a people's person. He kept Norkers working. Okay. And as a matter of fact, I just spoke...
Sure. Will you run again? Please? Okay.
He can't run. I bet you if he could run, he would get back in office.
Say it ain't so.
But nah, he can't. He can't run anymore. But anyway, I had the opportunity to speak to his son just a couple of days ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at that clip right now. So watch this clip. I spoke to John Sharp James Jr.
All right.
This is John Sharp James Jr. And how are you this evening?
I'm happy. I'm blessed to be alive. Happy to be on Kim's Corner.
Now, recently I saw on the news that your father was mugged. The mayor, the former mayor, Sharp James, was mugged on Bergen Street, correct?
Right. Unfortunately, he was we're in the process of renovating my headquarters, and he was there actually doing repairs. He stepped outside to talk to someone, and a young 20-year-old individual came up from behind him and put him in a chokehold and snatched his gold chain and ran off.
So how's your dad doing now? Is he okay?
He's all right. He said it happened so quick, he thought somebody was joking. They came up from behind him and, they pulled him back as they snatched the chain. And he thought somebody was joking. And then when he turned around, the young fellow had his hand on his chain, pulled it off, and ran.
Now, he has been apprehended.
Yes, he's been arrested already and charged to my knowledge. So we'll just see the outcome. If I get a court date, I'll go to court because I like to, let him know that, shouldn't be robbing 77-year-old senior citizens. We just can't tolerate that.
Well, I'm glad everything is okay. I'm glad your dad is okay. And we'll be talking again with you soon.
Thank you for asking. Thank you.
And he said his father is doing, fine. His father's well. So
Speaking about that, I was looking at something here on the internet because I actually had to go look this story up. But he says something. He says, he had served some time and whatnot, but he said he believes in second chances and that Williams should be given a job, guidance, and mentoring instead of another criminal charge. I think that's something that's, most people don't think that way. Seriously, they really don't. Most people are going to be of the mindset of, oh, look, you robbed me. That's it. You're done. You're dead to me. I want you locked up in the prison. Matter of fact, I want you buried under the prison. And I never want to see you again. But you know what? I guess, Sharp, having gone through a humbling experience himself, had the opportunity to say, you know what? This is a young man. From what I understand, this guy is 20 years old. You understand? 20-year-old young man. I mean, he already has enough felony convictions to put him away for a while. But, I mean, just think about it, though. What if the judge does decide, hey, look, you know what? Sharp, I'm going to put you in charge of it. I mean, just think about that.
Well, and you know what, though? That is that's good because that's what happens to a lot of our youth, because you got to remember, too, the prison system is not a rehabilitation facility. So a lot of times they don't get reformed, they don't get help.
That's right.
They have the record, they come out, they can't get a job. So they're in the same situation again, and it becomes a revolving door to them. So if maybe they did more of that with our youth, then maybe we could deter a lot of the crime, because a lot of them don't. They come from broken homes.
Right.
They really don't have anyone to mentor them and anyone to look up to. So
right.
And I think that's an excellent idea, and maybe that could be a program that could work. And there's a few mentoring programs. I know I interviewed what was his name, Al Tariq White.
Okay.
And they have a
place
I
remember him, right.
Yeah, Councilman Raz Baraka opened the old firehouse over there off on Clinton Place, and I cannot think of the cross street right now.
Okay.
And so he has a lot of good programs that's for the youth. If we can get them, we can get them into those programs. We got to deter, got to catch them while they're young.
Yeah.
And then when these type of incidences happen, then maybe there should be some kind of program set in place where they do have people that will come, and they're maybe part of their probation. They have to go to this mentoring process.
You know what's unfortunate,
and maybe
though?
Get a job or something like that. I know, and it's hard finding a job because shoot, I couldn't find a job sucking jelly out of donuts.
Okay.
It's hard out here.
Okay. Only that alone. But anyways, talking about something else here. Because we don't want you to have to suck jelly out of donuts. That's not good for your sugar diabetes. That's really not. That's not healthy. You understand? But yeah, I was thinking about something. It's unfortunate though that when a lot of people come out of prison, they don't have a program in place that can seriously and realistically help them to get back into society.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to have some type of. I did a show with that, prison reentry, and they're supposed to have some programs in place, but I've talked to, some of those people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say realistically and seriously do something with these guys. Because like you said, prison was never meant for rehabilitation. Prison was only meant to house you and to punish you. Now a good friend of mine said, look, you want prison to be a miserable experience for somebody? Here's what you do. You put them in a cell, you leave them in there by themselves, give them bread and water. Let them house, just keep them in there by themselves, no contact with nobody, can't see the lawyer, can't make no phone calls, make it the most miserable experience you would ever have. Trust me, you probably would not want to go back there unless you're an idiot, in the words of Judge Judy. You're an idiot! But, I'm just saying.
Did her son get in trouble about something recently?
Oh, you know what? I heard about that. I can't remember all the details.
I don't remember what it was, yeah.
Oh, she almost got in trouble. She was getting sued. So, yeah, there was some drama going on in the family right there. You understand? But, yeah, I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, wow. He goes on to say, look, he says, incarceration is not the answer. He needs rehabilitation. I will not be pressing charges. I will be pressing for rehabilitation. I got to admire the man. Sharp, I don't know you. Wasn't here when you was mayor. I understand a lot of people liked you. But I admire the stance that you take, that you realize that putting somebody away for, a few months, a few years is just not going to work. And so, some form of rehabilitation. But the thing is, rehabilitation. A lot of people can win Oscar awards for pretending to be rehabilitated. Think about that. I mean, and you see like a lot of the celebrities, they'll sit up there, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then 2 months later, here they go, drinking and driving, and all of a sudden they get pulled over.
Speaking of celebrities, they had a stalker, what's his name? Hugh Jackman was stalked. I saw that on the news today.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. They said she has some kind of bipolar disorder, but she had enough money to follow him from California to New York. She's following showed up at his children's school, and he was at the gym because he worked out at I think Gotham City
Hey lady,
or something.
Leave Wolverine alone. Okay.
And they said she had some kind of razor or something, and she was shouting things that she's in love with him or whatever. And they said he was nice. He was, he was cool and calm and everything. The situation was brought under control. She was arrested. But the thing is, sometimes these newscasters, they just crack me up. And they said they talked to some people in the gym, and the newscaster says, well, they say he's a really nice guy. He just walks around and he acts like a normal person. And I'm like, well, he is a normal. What is he, an alien from Mars?
Not
They just, they put so much praise and stuff. He's a celebrity, but he's still what is he, an alien?
Exactly. Look, he's not Mork from Ork or Mr.
He really
Spock
is a
from
Wolverine.
Exactly. He's just a regular guy with a job. Acting is just another job. You understand me? They make way more money than I do, you do, and our producer Rick and Rick all together combined, and that's in 1 hour. But I'm just saying, but still they're a human being. Yeah, they got issues. Look, they got family issues. Sometimes they don't know what to do with their money. They got financial issues. Sometimes they got issues we don't know about. You end up reading about it. They got mental issues. They got sicknesses you don't know about. They got physical issues. I can keep going.
Well,
you understand? Because they're human beings. You understand? But I mean, people to be amazed. Wow, he's a really nice guy.
So I'm yelling at the television. I'm calling the news person an idiot.
No, but think about it.
He's a normal person. What is he, an alien from Mars?
What did you expect him to be? A not nice guy?
Well, some of them aren't nice. But I can understand that too because of the paparazzi. But you chose that life.
Well, you know what? Any paparazzi that gets run over, if you get run over standing in front of somebody's car trying to take their picture, guess what? You're an idiot. Okay, but I haven't said that. I'm sorry. You just don't do that. But yeah, so you ready to go out and sign some autographs and meet the people? Are people going to call and say, you know what, Kim Brown, she's a really nice lady? Are they going to say that about you?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that about you. Look, Kim Brown, she's a really nice lady. Hallelujah. Good to know you. Good to know you. But, yeah, so Sharp James, he's going to do his thing. And we got our own little situation according to the current news. I'll let you talk about that. Not one of my favorite subjects, but... yeah, somebody decided they want to set up some bombs today. What's that all about?
Yeah, well, actually at this time, I don't think we know, there's been no word of who did it, but at the Boston Marathon, right at the finish line, I think, 3 people, 2 people I think were dead and 23 people were injured. Yeah. So they're still trying to figure out, I think, exactly what happened. Because actually that's going on now as we speak. So they're trying to figure out what's going on there. So everybody's on high alert now. Yeah. But it's different in London when they used to have stuff with the what was that? The
what, down in the subway?
Yeah, but I can't think. And they blew up the bridge over there. The Irish, what was it? Irish Liberation Army?
Right. Yeah, they were over there.
They were always
bombs and stuff.
Right, and it was funny because I remember when I used to travel. I mean, years ago. I'm talking about even 20 years ago. And when I would go different places, even in Italy, like they had machine guns. Like they were always standing on guard. And I was like, wow, because that was scary to me because nothing like that had happened in America yet.
Not 20 years ago, right?
And not until 9/11, did we start to try to beef up security, but. We have a lot of things that are homegrown now. And they said the bombs at the Boston Marathon, they said the bombs may have been in barrels or garbage cans near the race route. So,
it's a really bad thing that we got to experience all that. And I know a lot of people may sort of want to jump on this bandwagon about, this particular group of people or this particular group of people did it. But you know what? I'm gonna just say I'm honest. I believe in homegrown terrorists. You know, like I look at it like this: street gangs are terrorists. I'm serious. Now I know a lot of folks like, no, they're not. They do a bunch of thugs out there. They're terrorists. Because if you go around shooting up neighborhoods and people are afraid to say anything against you for fear of physical retribution and retaliation, that means that you have terrorized the community, which makes you a terrorist. So guess what? You know, I mean, I'm not saying that anybody street level gangsters are responsible for anything that just happened today, but I'm just saying when you look at terrorism as a whole, you understand, when you hold people in terror, guess what? That makes you a terrorist. And so, I mean, we don't really know all the details of who, how, what, when, and where. I just myself, this is just opinion. Just a pure opinion. You understand? I believe in some homegrown stuff that's going on around here. It's not, I don't think that, I hate to even just think that, but that's just, those are the thoughts that are going through my mind right now.
Yeah. So we have to see, you know, what happened. And we'll stay tuned. We'll see what happens with that, who did it and why and whatever. We got some more issues I want to talk to you about, but you know, we got to take that break. We got to get paid.
Oh, yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah, we had to take a commercial break now.
Money. Okay. I won't say it again, I promise.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, better watch Kim Corner. Don't you touch that dial.
Growing up in these times, we as youth are so tired.
What are you tired of?
I'm tired of seeing rest in peace t-shirts.
I'm tired of being ignored.
Tired of ignorance.
I'm tired of murders. I'm tired of murders. I'm tired of murder.
I'm tired of schools closing.
Tired of the stereotypes.
Tired of the achievement gap.
I'm tired of no jobs.
I'm tired of people getting bullied.
How will you use your voice to help things get better in your community?
What will you use your power for?
And welcome back, and I'm here with Reverend Curtis Mincey. We're doing our little chit-chat segment, which we haven't done in a while. And when I left, we were talking about the explosion that happened in Boston at the Boston, the 117th running of the Boston Marathon.
That's a lot of
running. You know, the summer's coming up, and there's a lot of different events, going on, that they have in the summertime. So do you think it will affect people's attendance and whether, we'll beef up security at these events now?
I tell you what, I believe that, just like after 9/11, security had to increase.
But then it seems like people, they get laxed a little bit.
Well, you know what happens is we don't live in a constant state of terrorism. There's like.
But I think we will. I think it's coming to that point.
It might get to that point, exactly. It might.
We're gonna have to start living like that.
Yeah, because just generally we don't live with that constant state of a terrorism threat like in other countries, maybe in Europe, Israel, one of those countries, and then in some of the European countries where you also see heavily armed people, around the stadiums and going throughout different places of the city. But it could get to that point. Right now I understand that they're beefing up security at the tunnels, Holland Tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel, New York City, probably beefing up security at a lot of the major tourism attractions and whatnot. And so that's just going to cause a lot of inconvenience. Will it keep people away? Americans, we like to say we're resilient, we're not scared, and so what it is, we'll go to a Yankee game, we'll go to a football game, we'll continue to go and visit these various places and whatnot, because we got to show that we're not going to let the terrorists win.
But and also too, you can't live in fear, and that's what terrorists do. They instill fear. And you really can't live in fear. Like I hear people say sometimes they're afraid to fly, and I'm like, you live in Newark, you should be more afraid to walk around the corner than to get in the airplane. You got
Kim. Stop.
Hey.
I hate flying. But you know what? It's not the fear of flying. What it is, I get the major headache that start from the back of my neck and will go right here to the middle of my forehead, and it will last the whole flight. I get on the plane, I'm so miserable. Trust me, it's like, please hurry up and get there. You ever wish
Tell
that?
the doctor to give you some medication or something the next time you
No,
go.
I just get on the train or on the bus.
Well, some places you can't get on the train or the bus too.
Well, that's why I'm staying right here in Newark. Let me stop playing. But yeah, I see your point. Yeah, you live in Newark. You should be afraid
to
of
fly.
nothing.
Exactly. You know, that should just erase your fears right there.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's it. That's you know, but it's just interesting. It's unfortunate that we got to live in a time like this. You know, we got people out there. I mean, I really believe when I say homegrown terrorism, we got people trying to make their points. They really are.
Yeah, especially now we have all these new gun laws that you know they're trying to pass. Congress is trying to implement some gun laws, and you know, I don't understand why. My thing is, I don't understand why a lot of times you have to have an assault rifle, you know, in your house, you know, unless you're like, you know,
you're thinking like
part of the cartel. You should not just have an assault rifle in your house because you won't need it.
She pulled out the C word, cartel. How about that? Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, why else would you need an assault?
You know, that's I always think about that too. People say, I'm a gun collector. Oh, really? Okay, collect the guns, but leave the bullets alone. That's what I think. You can have all the guns you want. You can sit up here and have all armament and not near a bullet. You understand? You say you're a gun collector, not a bullet collector. Aha, got you on that one. But seriously though, it's just like, yeah, what do you need an AK-47 for? What do you need an AR-15 for? What do you need? Well, you know, there's people out there, they collecting like howitzers. You understand? The little popular, they call it pop, one of those howitzers, you know, these little small cannons. What do you need a cannon for? No, seriously. What do you need a bazooka for? Why do you have a grenade launcher? You know, you live in the city. You understand? What do you need a 50 caliber machine gun on top of your, you know, so I mean, look, I'm just like, that confuses me. You know, when I was in the Army, I didn't want, you know, I'm just saying when you're in the Army, you understand it. You're going to go out, there's a possibility you're going to have to go to war and really kill some people. But really, I mean, you live in the woods in the middle of nowhere. What are you going to shoot 50 caliber bullets at a bear? Seriously, so I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but you got a lot of people out there that are like, we have the right to have our arms.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to abuse a privilege that was given to people during the wartime where, you know, citizens needed to be armed because they didn't have the full army to fight the battle yet. But,
exactly.
You know, but
exactly.
You know,
things have kind of changed, and there's some laws, I guess, on the books that need to be, I guess, revised.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a certain time, you know, it's a different time now. People are a little crazy now too.
Not just a little bit, they're a lot crazy, but crazy. You know, we're not going to even go there with that one. But yeah, it's intense. We live in an intense time right now. But you know, I mean, if anybody that reads the Bible, they know things are going to get worse and not better. So I mean, that's just the way it is. So the thing you can do is just live life, like you said. Don't be in fear.
Yeah, and I think people have a lot of problems now socializing too, because you know you have so many of the social networks, you know, Facebook and Twitter,
right.
You know, my MySpace and the YouTube. Now they got something called Instagram. I really don't know where you are that. I don't want to know where you are. Want to know where you are that instant. I could care less.
I'm trying to remember where I'm at.
But who has that? Who has that kind of time? And basically, people are now documenting their life.
Right.
They're like every day, every second, every minute. They're like sending this out saying, I don't want you to know that I was in the Stop and Shop like 5 minutes ago.
I don't want y'all to know that I shop at Walmart. Oops.
You know, you go places and people take pictures, you might not want to, you know, your picture taken. So
you know what? No, but
that's just the society that we live in now.
It's not just that, but people are scared of other people. And what I mean is, like, with all this terrorism stuff going on, a lot of folks are really scared because now if you encounter somebody and they don't speak the same language you do, you have no idea what they're talking about. That can instill fear. You don't know anything about their culture, their religion, any of their traditions. That can instill some fear. But I'm just saying, you know, we have just situations in which people are just scared, period. Yeah, scared of people, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, well, you can't be that way.
You know, I mean, I look at some of these young men that walk down the street.
But now you don't even have to talk to people because, you know, people just text and tweet and You know.
Yeah, I had a Twitter account. I can't keep up with the Twitter account and the Facebook account and just my regular
It's
email
like, who has time for all
and
that
text
stuff? It's a
messages.
lot.
I'm like, wait a minute. Remember back? Look, I'm not.
I get angry when I call somebody and then they text me back. And I'm like, well, you took the time to text me, but then you could call. You know,
Hey,
what's
look,
that about?
Look, I'm not trying to
Like
tell.
they say, who does that?
I'm
Who
not
has
trying to
time
tell
for
you.
that?
I'm not trying to tell your age, but I know. You might know a little something about when there was no cell phone. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Man, we had beepers. We had phone booths.
You know what?
We had phone booths. And first thing if you had a pager, you had something going on back then. And then the cell phones were like this big at first, and they weighed about 200 pounds.
Hey, hello?
So-
Hey, hello? Yeah, right here. I'm outside your door. Oh, my, yeah.
All right, but we just all need to pray for peace.
Yeah,
Peace.
yeah,
We have
peace.
peace in the world. I want to thank everybody for watching Kim's Corner. I want to thank all my viewers, all my sponsors, all my people, my donors. I have a membership now. You can
Will we be a part of the Kim Club?
You can subscribe, $20 a month. Go on my website, kimscornertv.com. You can email me at kimscornertv18@aol.com. You can follow me on Facebook and MySpace and YouTube and Twitter, and I'm there. So, I post my shows. You can watch them. You can view episodes at any time, at your leisure, 24/7. So again, I do want to thank all my sponsors. I really do. I really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for watching Kim's Corner. And I'll see you, Curtis. Peace. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Pause.
Fabulous.